Hi folks, it's John from lastchanceautorestore.com. Today I'd like to share with you, this is a very rare and unique vehicle. It's one of our clients and friends' car, and he's going to have it available for sale. They're downsizing their collection of cars. So basically what we're doing is just going to do a brief walk around and share with you some of the features on this car, and it is available for sale. So it's quite a rare car. It's a Japanese market only, 1 year only. It's a 1991 Nissan Figaro. It's a 4-cylinder engine. It's a 987cc turbo 4-cylinder fuel-injected engine, and we'll share the engine bay with you in a moment. It comes with an automatic transmission. They only made 20,000 of these vehicles total. This has been legally brought from Japan into Canada. It meets and or exceeds the crash standards and our safety standards, and it just recently passed our Ontario emissions standards. So basically, these cars come in 4 different colors from the factory. They refer to them as the 4 seasons, and this is the gray, which from what I understand is the most preferred color. As we look at the side, you can see it's a really neat retro style in terms of the chrome and the accent pieces. There isn't any rust or any problems with any of the chrome at all. These are the original style hubcap, the white with the chrome center. We've got an all-season radial tire at all 4 corners. Our client also has the optional alloy wheels that I believe he's going to have available too, so you can ask me about more information on those. But these are the stock wheels that these Figaros come with. You can see the body is in exceptional condition. It's a very overcast day. We haven't cleaned the car yet. It just came out of his collection, and we don't have any scratches or door dings. There's no markings or flaws on the car of any kind that I can see. As we come around the back, some of these Figaros are very common for rust-through sections in the back bumperette, damage to the back bumper, and also in these corners and the bottom of the taillights, but we don't have any corrosion or rust whatsoever. A very unique feature on these Figaros is you can see this folding top. So there's 2 latches here at the front. It's a cloth top. So what we've done, it's manual, and I'll share with you how it opens and closes. So right now, there's a remote inside, and this trunk lid opens in reverse direction. And when you open that, the whole roof delatches and then basically sets down in here. And then there's this little boot that snaps onto the lid and then snaps here to complete the clean look. So I'll share with you how it closes back up again. When we come up the driver's side, I'm not 100% certain on these. A couple of people have told me what this medallion means that's on this car is it referred to a special edition. I can't prove if that's true or not, but it does say Tokyo Nouvelle Vogue 1991, and they sell some of these. I've seen them online where they sell reproductions of these nameplates, and it's basically savoring life one day at a time with the Figaro. So this car, when it came from Japan, came with this insignia on it, so I'm not 100% certain if that's an aftermarket item that's been added, but it is a nice feature. You can see it has the mud flaps. I'm not sure if all of the Figaros come with the factory mud flaps, but this one is equipped with that. So it has the Figaro flaps on the rear and also the Figaro flaps in the front. Another drawback to these little Figaros was the leather upholstery. You can see on the inside the detail. It should just be cleaned up a little bit inside. Like I mentioned, it just came out of our client's storage facility. The carpet should be cleaned, but you can see the seating has been redone, and this is not a vinyl, this is a true leather. It's an extremely soft, very, very comfortable leather seat. It's the exact reproduction with the correct blue piping. All the stitching has been done correctly. It was just faded and brittle from the sun, and there was some weather cracking, so our client had these seats reupholstered with the exact leather and piping. You can see the door panels, they're nice and clean. There isn't any trim that's missing or broken. The handles operate as they should. They all came with the air conditioning and the AM/FM cassette and CD player, and this one is equipped with that, all of those factory options, and you can see the chrome toggles and chrome trim on the inside. All of the doors and weather stripping is exactly as it left the factory in 91, so it's very, very clean. The door openings are quite nice. Everything opens and closes as it should, and you can see overall aesthetically it is in very, very clean condition. It has all the original labels and markings. It has the original eyebrows and all of the original chrome. So what I'll do is I'll just pop the hood to share with you the engine compartment. It just has the handle and lever here underneath the hood, and then the hood opens in the reverse direction. So you can see everything once again is nice and clean and appears as it should. All original paint. There's no issues underneath here. All of our washer nozzles, they're not cracked or brittle. It has the factory correct insulation piece, and then you can see the engine bay and engine area itself is just like it would have left the factory. So you can see it's the Nissan engine. It's the turbo 4 cylinders I mentioned earlier. Everything is stock correct. It's fuel injection, and it has a replacement battery. All of the cooling and air conditioning operates as it should, and you can see you have your AC components over here on the side. If the camera person can come over to this side, it has the important labels and insignia. So you can see on the hood it has all of the Japanese writing, model number, all of the specs for the engine, factory correct, and then we can see our label here with the Nissan Motor Company Limited Japan. It has the chassis number, type number, transmission, and so on. So everything is correct, and this car was built in what they refer to as Factory 5 or plant number 5. So this is a very, very clean car, and we come to the driver's side. I'll just open this door and kind of get out of the way of the camera person. You can see the layout of the dash is really nicely done for the driver. You can see it's white-faced gauges. It has the fuel gauge. It has an analog clock, a tachometer, and then the toggle switches, which are kind of nice. They look all like normal toggles. You've got one for a power antenna that's on the far right-hand side. Excuse me. And on the left-hand side, you have your hazard lights, and then you have your fan speeds and so on. The steering wheel, quite dainty looking. It has the nice accent chrome, and obviously the horn button in the middle. You can see, I think the camera person can probably zoom in on the odometer, because a lot of people will be asking. It looks like incredibly low kilometers or mileage, and it is. It's, I believe, 103,000. So I think it's 103,080 maybe. So 103,000 original kilometers, and you can see how nice it is. I don't think anyone has sat in the back seat at all. The back seat looks like brand new, and once again, the material itself is incredibly soft leather, just like the front seat. So it's really clean and very well cared for car. So I mentioned the power antenna is here, and it operates as it should. It starts and runs very well, runs very quiet, and then we have our rear defroster switch, and then we have our power antenna switch. So you can see the antenna comes up as it should, and then obviously it powers down as it should. Most of the antennas, from what I understand, have concerns with operating properly. So everything works and operates as it should. I'll just shut it off, and then we'll share with you how easy it is to put the top back up, because it looks like it's going to rain here. So there's a lever down here at the bottom of the console. There's a black button with a trunk release, and it's remote. So you just pull that and it will release this rear lid or the rear latch. And then we have this boot is attached. I can get the camera person to help me on the other side maybe, or can I reach it? I can reach it. And then we'll just unsnap the boot, and then you can see how easily this lifts up. Now this boot does unsnap from here also. Most people take that off, but for this example we're just going to leave it on for now, and I'll share with you the roof itself. So now the roof has these latches, and they just unlatch, and then this whole mechanism lifts up. It's very simple. You can see I'm doing it with one hand. The top is new. It's been replaced. It had a lot of weather cracking in it, so it's a brand new top. And you can see the handles, and it's spring loaded. There's a lever on both sides, and it's very, very simple. And that's how easy it is to flip that closed. You can see the replacement top has the original factory stitching down this side and also on the other rail, so it's actually attached correctly as it should be. And then there's just 2 latches at the front to click and latch that down. Once that's latched, then this trunk is ready to go down and it latches in place. So it's very, very simple, very fun vehicle to drive. You can see the profile of the car now with the roof closed up. It hasn't lost any of that cuteness or style to it. With the nice white roof and the chrome accents around it, it's quite a smart looking car. So once again, this is a 1991 Nissan Figaro, and our client has this vehicle available for sale. If you would like to contact me for information, you can email me. It's john@lastchanceautorestore.com. Thank you for watching.